Hi children, hope all are fine. In the previous class we discussed about photosynthesis, and apart from that we learned two more words, and they are stomata and chlorophyll. What is stomata? We can see there is a tiny pores in the surface of a leaf. Tiny pores on the surface of a leaf is called stomata, and the green pigment which is present in the leaf is called the chlorophyll, and all those things we learned. And apart from that we learned about photosynthesis, preparation of food in plants, and the process is called photosynthesis. And why is it called photosynthesis? This process is taking place in the presence of light, sunlight, and that is the reason it is called as photosynthesis. And we skipped one of the topics in page number 2, and that is cells. Cells. You can see here in page number 2, cells. See, you have seen that buildings are made of bricks, and we know very well most of the buildings, including our school, and it is made of bricks. You might have seen bricks, no? Yeah, see. Similarly, the bodies of living organisms are made of tiny units called the cells. The picture is given, this brick-like structure it is. The bodies of living organisms, are made of tiny units are called cells. Cells can be seen only under the microscope. It is not visible for naked eyes. We can see cells with the help of a microscope. It is one of the instruments what we use in the laboratory, you know very well, in biology lab. You might have seen already. With the help of a microscope we can see the cells because they are tiny, which is not at all seen by using naked eyes. Hope you understand. See, and the structure is drawn on the board. See, and this cover part, the border is called cell membrane, and this covering part, no, it is called the cell membrane. And you can see jelly-like structure. These doors are given there, no, and they are jelly-like structure, and that is called the cytoplasm. It is one of the most important word for you. So cytoplasm, what is that? Yeah, the jelly-like structure inside the cell is called the cytoplasm, and the center part, and this is called the nucleus, and that is what I am going to read now. Some organisms are made of only one cell, and some of the organisms, no, and they are made of only one cell. The cell is enclosed by a thin outer boundary called the cell membrane. Just now I said the thin outer boundary. This thin outer boundary is called the cell membrane. What is it called? The thin outer boundary of the cell is called the cell membrane. And see, underline that. Most cells have a distinct centrally located spherical structure called the nucleus. See, this spherical structure, not circle. It is spherical surface at the center of a cell, and that is called the nucleus. What is nucleus? Yeah, most cells have a distinct centrally located spherical structure called the nucleus. In figure number 1.1 it is given clearly. The outermost boundary, thin outermost boundary is called the cell membrane, whereas the jelly-like structure is called these dots I put there now, and that is called the cytoplasm, and the spherical shape at the center of the cell is called the nucleus. I repeat, the cell is enclosed by a thin outer boundary called the cell membrane. Most cells have a distinct centrally located spherical structure called the nucleus. The nucleus is surrounded by, see, this nucleus, this spherical shape is called the nucleus, and it is surrounded by jelly-like substance. A jelly-like substance is covered by here, and it is called the cytoplasm. The nucleus is surrounded by a jelly-like structure or substance, and that is called the cytoplasm. Three words we learned. Actually, our intention is to learn about cells. Actually, as I told you, most of the bodies of the living organisms are made up of tiny units called the cell. And as I told you just now, it is invisible for our naked eye. If you want to see a cell, we need to get the help of a microscope. And if you want to learn something about cell, three more words we learn, and they are cell membrane, cytoplasm and nucleus. What is cell membrane? The thin outermost boundary of a cell is called the cell membrane. And cytoplasm, just now I said you, this nucleus in the sense the spherical structure. At the center of a cell we can see nucleus, and this nucleus is surrounded by jelly-like substance, and that is called the cytoplasm. Hope you understand. Okay, see, turn over the page. We discussed about the diagram showing photosynthesis. As I told you, some of the two words regarding photosynthesis, stomata and chlorophyll. Stomata helps the plant in absorbing carbon dioxide, one of the most important thing to be needed for photosynthesis, and stomata helps the plants to absorb carbon dioxide from the air. And see, the figure you might have drawn in the notebook, and yesterday in the previous class I could not give the notes, and today I will be sending along with this video. And see here, beneath Bojo has a doubt here. Bojo has observed some plants with a deep red, violet or brown leaves. You too might have seen, are all leaves of a plant the same green color? No. Some of the plants, it has brown color leaves, red color leaves, and hope you understand what did I mean. So Bojo's doubt is genuine. See, actually photosynthesis is it may take place if the leaves contains chlorophyll. Already we discussed about that. And chlorophyll, that is a green pigment, am I right? Then the plants which has brown leaves or red leaves, whether photosynthesis is going on in such kind of plants or not, that is the doubt of Bojo. See, Bojo has observed some plants with the deep red, violet or brown leaves. He wants to know whether these leaves also carry out photosynthesis. Actually, the leaves, the plants which are having brown or red color leaves, no? Actually, this brown and red are just a mask. Chlorophyll is present there. Chlorophyll is there in such kind of leaves, and these colors are just a mask. You know what is mask? We wear masks, no? Hope you understand. See, in the next page, it is clearly mentioned. Actually, there is an activity which is mentioned in the next paragraph. When the school reopens, we do also the such kind of lab works and all. So, see the second paragraph, the answer is there. The leaves other than green also have chlorophyll. Just now I said you. The color of the leaf may be brown or red, but chlorophyll is present there. Do you understand? This color just masks color of chlorophyll. Hope you understand. See, the large amount of red, brown and other pigment mask. Underline that point, that phrase. Pigments mask. The green color photosynthesis take place in these leaves also. Color may be red or brown, but chlorophyll is present there. That means in such kind of plants also photosynthesis is going on. Actually, once I told you about the doubts regarding Bojo. He has a doubt. What was his doubt? He had a doubt, no? His doubt was some plants have brown or red leaves. Whether photosynthesis is going on in such kind of plants or not, that is what is doubt. And now we came to know that maybe the color may be red or brown, that is just a pigment mask. In such kind of plants also chlorophyll is present there. That means in such kind of plants also photosynthesis is going on. See, figure number 1.4. Leaves of various colors. And in the same manner in ponds, now you might have seen algae. It may float on the water, but the leaves are having green color. See, you often see slimy green patches in ponds or stagnant water bodies. Some of the water bodies, especially in ponds, we can see green algae. The color is green. See, these are generally formed by the growth of organisms called algae. It is one of the most important points that has to be underlined. These are generally formed by the growth of organisms called algae. Can you guess why algae are green in color? They contain chlorophyll which gives them the green color. Why the algae have green in color? You might have seen in water bodies like ponds, stagnant water. Just it floats on water. It has roots too. And the color of the algae is green because it contains chlorophyll, the green pigment called chlorophyll. And anyhow, see one more thing, in one other subjects, like English exam, unit test is going to be held on 5th, I think, and in the same manner, maybe on 6th, social exam, and some other subjects also might have completed. So science unit test will be held on 7th of this month, okay, and up to I will try to finish this lesson. Before that, only 2 or 3 pages remains. If possible, I may finish this lesson less up to where I teach, up to there you have to prepare. If 7th I conduct the exam, the previous day 6th I shall send the blueprint, in the sense question paper pattern. Thank you. Have a great day.